Hola, hola, familia de Facebook. Feliz jueves. Happy Thursday and good morning. The best part of waking up is Manny's paper fun. Good morning to you all. I changed it up a little bit. How's everyone doing? It is cold here today in Texas. I'm drinking my coffee. And I was drinking my coffee and then I was like, oh my God, let's try this idea. And here we are. We're going to try it right now. We're going to make a little paper rose using our scallop paper cutter. You can also do it with the round paper cutter that you guys should have already. Good morning, Miss Yvonne, Christine, Miss Pam, hola, hola. Miss Vicky, buenos dias. Good morning, Mr. Matt. How are you? I'm doing great. Well, hello there, Miss Donna Hatcher. Miss Donna, are you having cafe? Did you like my little song that I did, Miss Donna? I said, the best part of waking up is Manny's paper fun. We kind of just moved it a little bit. Instead of, it's Manny in your cup. It's Manny's paper fun. Jason came up with that one yesterday. He's like, I dare you say it. I dare you to sing it. I'm like, oh, you don't have to dare me. I'll gladly do it. Good morning, Miss Patricia, Miss Debbie, Michelle. All right, so look, this is fairly simple. I mean, and it's fun. All right, so look. So we got, let me get my paper. Good morning, Mari. How are you? Because I already made a red one. So let's do a pink one. Good morning, Miss Natalie. Buenos dias, Michelle. Happy Thursday to the only teddy bear we know. So I already made my little rose. It's like little rose. Look how cool that is. It's a cool little rose, and we are using our scallop paper punch right here. You could use the round one if you want to as well. And then this is just our drinking cup. It's a glass drinking cup. That's what it is. It's just nothing special about the glass. If you put water in the glass and you go like this, it'll make a nice sound. But it's just a glass, a normal glass like you guys should have at home. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and punch out our paper punches, okay? Just like always, share this idea to your friends and family. It helps me grow every single day, so do that for me. I didn't count how many I did, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5. Let's do 5. You've had 2 cups of coffee. So we're going to do 5 sheets of paper. Remember that in each sheet, you get 6 of these, okay? I know. Look at the rose. Look at the rose. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Did you see my... Miss Donna, were you here yesterday when I showed you guys the... We're going to just punch these out, okay? When I showed you guys my speckled roses are dried. My speckled roses are dried. Look how cool that is. They're dried. They are dried. They're dried. Look at that. They're dried speckled roses already. How fun was that? I put that together with my piping bag yesterday. Renee, thank you for sprinkling, Renee. You could do this with this scallop cutter if you wanted to. You could do it with the round one, whatever it is. It will work as well. Lydia's Creations, hola. I know, Miss Tamara. It's so pretty, isn't it? And I'm not a baker because that was done with a piping bag. That was done with a piping bag. Those roses. So if you're a good baker, then you should be able to do it. No, Miss Tamara, I ate those yesterday. Believe it or not, these are my trial roses. I did not know how to make roses, and I sat here. I was FaceTiming Miss Janet when I was doing it, and I was like, "You want to see something cool?" So I was piping it with her yesterday. We were just talking, and I was like, let's see if this is gonna turn out really, really nice. And it did. I thought the spackle would flop over, but no, it kept its shape. And I was like, oh my God, how fun. Sweet and sassy crafting, Ms. Luann, how are you? Flora says she's got a snow day. All right, so I have 5 sheets of paper, so it's gonna give us 30 cutouts, okay? 30 cutouts. 30. I'm doing good. It's just cold. It is just cold, and I was like, oh my god, I don't want to get out of bed. And then, you know how I like to watch cartoons, right? Dragon Ball Z was on one of the pages that I follow, and I was like, oh my god, Dragon Ball Z. So I was just watching Dragon Ball Z for a little bit, and I was like, it's time to get up. Thank you, Lydia's creation. Thank you. All right, so look. You thought they were collapse. I thought so too, Susan. I was like, oh my god, probably these roses are gonna collapse on me when they dried, but they did not. They didn't dry, so they kept its shape. Gracias, que chulería, gracias. Okay, so this is as simple as it can get. I mean, it's simple. I mean, even Jason could probably do this, okay? So we have 30 of these because we just cut them out, okay? And this is just regular paper. I mean, it's just regular paper, okay? Just regular paper. This is the red one that I was using, and then this is the white one. Spackle is not my friend. Air dry clay is. I've been experimenting with both. With the ribbon, with the clay, with the spackle. They turn out pretty nice. They look like those roses that you would put on top of the cakes. You know, like those sugar roses. That's what these are. I'm very surprised that they actually kept their shape. I was a little bit worried, and I was like, they're gonna flop over, they're gonna fall. So if we got over the trial ones, then we can surely do the more advanced ones. Barbara, hola. All right, so look. This is all we're gonna do. This is all we're going to do. Did you post? No, I just did these right now. I mean, yesterday, Susan, I was just trying. I really was just trying to make roses, and that's what came out of it. April, hola, vámonos. So, you can use your hot glue, okay? You can use your hot glue for this if you want. You don't have to. I just think it's messier. Your Elmer's glue will surely work, okay? It's just our Elmer's glue, all right? So here we go. All you're doing is grabbing your paper, and you're going to just fold it in. Just like that. You're going to fold it in. And you're going to put some glue just on one side, just like on one little dab of glue right there, just to keep this one on it. And then you're going to just alternate. You're going to just alternate. This glue right here will just keep this one from coming up. And then you're going to continue. And that's all you're going to do. That is all you're going to do. You're going to just keep putting layer over layer over layer. But obviously, you're not going to just fold them in. You got to make sure that you're following like a pattern. Like you have to alternate where you're going to put your petal. Do you see how I'm creating like scallops? So your next petal, your next piece would go over this one. That way they're not overlapped, okay? No, Susan, you can, I could show you later. I'll sacrifice one of these, and you could spray paint. You could spray paint spackle. You could spray paint these. These right here, the one that look a little bit pink, I just put acrylic paint into my spackle and mixed it up. And then it just gave me that pretty salmonish color. And then you just piped away. All right, so then once you have the first layer, then all you got to do is just apply a little bit of glue. That way you keep the piece over it. And you're going to continue. You're going to continue. I told you that you could use hot glue. Hot glue is going to just get messy. It really will. It is just going to get messy. This will probably work a lot better for you. And then you're going to continue. See that? Because ultimately you're trying to form the center. You see how that's forming right here? This is where the cup was. Buenos dias, Miss Pat. Hola. Miss Pat remembers my fake baking times. We did like 3 projects, I believe. Miss Pat, did you see my roses, Miss Pat? Did you see my roses yesterday? I don't think you were live yesterday with me. Did you see my spackle roses? Miss Pat knows I can pipe. She was with us. She's been with us since day one. Piping. Alright, and then you just continue. Even Miss Pat can make these. Even Miss Pat can just make this again. Hola Sandra, is that glue? It's that glue, paper glue? Yeah, it's just Elmer's glue, Barbara. It's just Elmer's glue. It's just Elmer's glue. These projects, this is not my idea. Don't think it's mine. These are everywhere. I got this off of those little Japanese, Chinese, Asian reels. That's where I got them from. So don't think that this is mine. I just saw circles, and I was like, oh, I have circles. I have scallop circles. And I was like, oh, I gotta try this. I was literally just in there in the kitchen, making coffee, and I was like, huh, let me go get my paper punch, and my glue. See if this turns out good. Here we go. They did. Yeah, Mariby, it's just spackle. It's just spackle. Like when you go and spackle your wall, that's how it's gonna dry. This is what this is. There's nothing different about it. This is the spackle that you're gonna find in Walmart. That's what that is. It's just spackling. You take this out and you put it in the hole on the wall. That's what this is. So now be aware, if you want to go the cheap way, you can get this at the Dollar Tree. But there's always a but when you go cheap. It is not going to be as creamy as this. It just won't be creamy. It will be a little bit sandy and it's going to be wet. So don't go the cheap way and go to the Dollar Tree, and then when you get your clay, you're gonna be like, well, my clay does not look like that. You know, it's not gonna work. I did that before. Because some of you said there's cheaper spackle at the Dollar Tree. So there I go. Let's go get some spackle. It was just nasty. It's like sandy. It won't work. If you want the look, to look like actual frosting, then that's what you need. You need the lightweight spackle. It is like $6-7. It is. I'm gonna tell you, it's not cheap, but it's going to work. And if you're like a baker and you know how to work that piping thing, it should be a breeze for you. It should be a breeze for you. All right. So look, making it pink. We may even do a lavender too. We can do a lavender. Lightweight spackle. Exactly, that's what it is. Lightweight spackle. The name of the brand, it is called DAP. D-A-P. I know my phone's not flipped, but if you want to screenshot it, and then you guys can just flip your picture. It's just fast and final lightweight spackle. Walmart. Or wherever you want to get it, but don't go and get the one that's purple and then it turns brown. I mean, it turns white, because they have that spackle that it's purple, but then once it's starting to dry, it turns white. Don't get that one. I mean, you can if you want to. I wouldn't. I don't like to get things that I don't know, that I never worked with. We did work with that when we were fixing some holes here in the walls. We did buy that one, but that was for the wall. But it dries white. It dries white. Okay, so don't think it doesn't. So do you see what I'm doing? All I'm doing is going around the cup. That's all I'm doing. I'm going around the cup, and then you're gonna notice that as more paper cutouts that you're putting, that hole in the center is getting smaller and smaller, okay? Because that's what's creating that little, like the bud on the inside, okay? That's what's creating it. Jackie says Amazon. Well, hola, Jackie. Pedro, hola, familia de Facebook. Feliz jueves. All right, so here we go. Let's continue. This is really cool. And you can spray paint these too. I got a pack of them from Temu, says the teddy bear. What did you get a pack of, teddy bear? How many petals am I using? I'm using 30. I'm using 30. I am using 30 because, you know, like in each piece of paper, there is 6. You can get 6 cutouts. You can get 6 cutouts from one sheet of paper. So if you use 5, you're going to get 30. Okay? What is the material? It's just paper, Miss Carol. This material, it's just paper. It's Manny's Paper Fun, Miss Carol. This is good. This is a good project for a kids. A classroom, Miss Carol. This is a good project for kids. You don't even have to use a glass container, a glass cup. You could use a plastic one as well. Driving from San Diego to LA, rainy conditions, 3-hour ride. Very good. Good, Pedro. Be careful. Everybody, please welcome our friend Pedro, all the way from San Diego, California. All right. Here we go. Bottles are on the Amazon must-haves. They are on the Amazon must-haves, Miss Donna. Now it's like $8. The one, like the bag that I got mine years ago. I've been having that bag since Manny's Paper Fun. When I got it, it was like $17, $16, but you get a whole bunch of bottles. But I need it, I need bottles. So once breaks, and I just get another one. Sometimes the little top breaks, or sometimes at the bottom there's like a little hole from like all that pushing, then it just opens up. So all I do, I just replace either or. This is just paper, Mod. This is just regular paper. And if you go to my must-haves on my website, mandyspaperfun.com, I do have an Amazon must-haves. And then it has the link to like all my papers, like all the paper cutters that I use. You're going to find my paper cutter that I use, and you're going to find other things like the pearls, the ribbons, other things that I use for my project. They're going to be there. Mine is regular copy paper. Yes, it's just regular copy paper. So do you see, as you're putting more papers over it, you're closing that little gap in here. How many circles? I'm putting 30. I may just put more, Miss Vicky. You got to remember that each sheet of paper has 6 cutouts. So I have I just punched out 5 sheets. But it's gonna depend on how you want it. Like if you're done with like your 30 sheets of little papers, you're like, I don't think I like how that looks. You can add more. Oh, the possibilities are endless. You can add more. You don't have to, do 30 like I am. You don't have to do 30. You can put more. As much as you want. You don't have to use 30. See, I may have to put another extra sheet. So, in total, I'm going to probably be using 6 at this point, okay? So, instead of having 5 sheets, I'm going to have 5 sheets, and that's going to give me a total of 36 sheets. Manny's Clay Fun. Manny's Clay Fun. Manny's multi. A combination lo mein sounds good right now. All right, so do you see I did 5. Let me turn it over. You see that you can still see a hole. There's still a hole in there. Let's put 6. Let's put 6 more, okay? Let's put 6 more. These right here, once you have them done, you can hang them, right? You can hang them. You can put leaves right behind it. Whatever it is, however you want to incorporate them, This one needs a little help to get my little papers. We woke up to icy roads, says Mari. That's what Jason said. But I'm not going out anywhere today. I'm staying home. I got to get all my stuff ready for tomorrow's sale, so that way I'm not in a hurry. All right, so we're gonna put 6, okay? We're gonna make it 6. That way we're trying to hold. You have to push. We're trying to close that hole in the center, okay? That way it just looks like it's a little bud. So right now we have 6. So right now this cup has 36 sheets of little paper in here, okay? It has 6. And like I said, you should already have this paper punch. If you've been with me for a while, then you should have already had it. It should be part of your life already. It should be part of your morning routine. All right, so see that? See how that hole is getting smaller and smaller? That's what you want. That's what you want. All right, here we go. The more papers you put, then the inside will start getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I think this one probably needed like one more. See how you can still see? I may have one of these in here. Because I'm a hoarder. We may just have to cut another one in just a minute, okay? All right, let's finish this little puppy. Yeah, I want to make a lavender one. I know you guys don't have anything to do at home, so you guys can sit here with me and make it. We'll make a lavender. You want to make a lavender, Tracy? A lavender color. You guys have nothing to do at home. I'm sure you guys have a lot of things to do at home. I always say that just for the fun. What if you did a little paper roll? You can if you want, Teddy Bear. You really can. But the whole purpose of this project is that, what did you use for this rose? Just sheets of paper. Just round sheets of paper. That's it. You don't want to add that extra step. You don't want to add that extra step. Alright, so this one should be done, okay? But if you want to put it, you can. I'm just giving you an idea. Now you just take it out of here. Wouldn't it be something if I glued the sheets of paper in here? There it is. And then you see how you're not gonna need that extra roll of paper, Teddy Bear. Do you see that? You already created that little butt. So that's the whole point of putting all those papers. Let's do a lavender one, okay? Look at her roses. Rosettes, Laura. Let's make a lavender. Oh, how fun. All right, let's do a lavender one. Or you're going to just grab random sheets of paper. Okay? We're doing a lavender one. Well, hello there, Ms. Rona. I'm a lavender girl, dice esta Flora. How many did we use? 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this time we're going to do a lavender, okay? My complaint is it's always frozen at work. Ugh. I'm so sorry. You gotta wear those thick socks. Those thick socks. This is what I'm wearing right now. Remember my Halloween little mummy slippers? I'm wearing those. I'm wearing those, so that way it keeps my feet warm. Hola, Christy. How are you? All right. Let's do a lavender one. It looks really pretty. So again, this is another way to show you that, okay, Manny, you told me to go grab that paper punch, but all you do is carnations with that paper punch. Then I spent $26 just to make a carnation, Manny. No, I've shown you that you can use this paper cutter for a lot of things. I use it for a lot of things. My poppies come out of these. My carnations come out of these. My paper umbrellas come out of these. So I use my paper cutter for a lot of things. So, and then here's another way that you're gonna do flowers. So it really it's a multi-use. It's a multi-use project. So it's not just for one. So if you're like on the fence about, I don't know if I should get me one because it's too expensive, and I'm not gonna just use one flower, then never fear, Manny is here. And we'll figure it out. What else have I made with these? The little paper rosettes. The little baby ones. The spiral rosettes. We made them with these. I need a new one because my thing keeps just... It gets stuck. I have to give it that little extra punch for the papers to come out. Alright, here we go. And then we have 2 more. Now, so we're gonna have a red one and a pink one, okay? Oh man, that little bag that I just showed you a minute ago, it just fell off. You can make the roses with the smallest scallop punch. Yeah, you can. You can make the little tiny roses. You would be able to make little baby tiny roses, Teddy Bear, but I think my fingers would be a little bit too chunky to do all that. Floors, that weird. My house is colder inside. Oh, it's colder on the inside. Do you have tile flooring, Mari? All right, here we go. We're going to make this lavender, okay? And the good thing about this, I thought that was really cool, is that there really is not, this is the only cutting you are going to do. This is the only, I gotta pick this up. It's going to bother me if I don't. That's just how I am. This is the only cutting that you're going to have to do. There's no more cutting. There's nothing else. And there's not even, see, this is the little baggie that fell off, and I was like, there's no cutting to do. Hola, Laura, how are you? Miss Patsy, how are you? Miss Maureen, how are you? No cutting, no twisting or anything. All you're doing is grabbing these, and you're going to, well, you're grabbing these, and you're going to just put it in here. That's all you're gonna do. All right, so that's none of the other nonsense. Okay. Good morning, says Miss Jody. Autumn foiled. I have that, but it's not that it doesn't cut. It just gets it gets stuck. It gets stuck right here. See that? It gets stuck. So when I do this, my paper just gets stuck. It cuts and everything. Maybe that could work. Maybe that could work. We'll see. We'll see. Michelle Manny, how are you? All right, so let's go ahead and make a lavender. Okay, Ms. Rita, thank you for those 20 stars. So we've already made a pink one. We've already made a red one. Let's go ahead and make that lavender. Okay, make that little lavender. They look like cupcakes, don't they? All right. Thank you for the stars, Ms. Rita. The first 20 stars of our show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. So I have 36 of these. Okay, I have 36 of these now. We punched out 6 sheets of paper, and each sheet of paper will give you 6. So 6 cutouts. 6 times 6 is 36. All right, here we go. All we're doing is this. We're going to just put it in here. Like that. We'll put the glue in just a minute, okay? The glue is it's going to be right here, just a little bit, for you to keep this one right here, for you to keep it in place. Cuentes. I'm like cuentes. Cuteness. The arm is right out. All right, we're gonna go. I'm going to go. We're gonna just stick them in here, and again, you're just overlapping, okay? Hola, Miss Sandy. How are you? You're just overlapping paper. Your paper cutouts. You're just overlapping. You're overlapping them, and you're making sure that they're all nicely in here. A math lesson. I know exactly. A math lesson. 6 times 6 is 36, Miss Vicky. You get a little bit of everything. Miss Vicky, did you hear me like a minute ago when I made the little introduction? I said the best part of waking up is Manny's paper fun. Did you miss that? All right, here we go. That was actually Jason yesterday. Jason said, he's like, I know what you can do, and I was like, what, James? He's like, do the best part of waking up. And I was like, I haven't done that in a long time. He's like, he actually sung it. He's like, the best part of waking up is Manny's paper fun. And I just looked at him and I was like, oh my God, that's so fun. Hola Mayela, ¿cómo estás, amiga? Bienvenida. I'm doing good, Michelle. Thank you for joining. Michelle, you gotta make some of these roses. So you're just putting glue over it, over the rim. It's basically just on the rim. And that's just for me to keep it in place once we push it in. See that? That's it. You could be watching your soap opera. You could be watching, I don't know, a good Netflix movie while you make roses. You'd be surprised how many of these you can make in the in while you're watching TV. You know. I don't know what she named her bird. I have no clue. I haven't been over there in a long time. I don't know. I don't even know if she named her bird. I have no clue. No clue. I don't even know if she got a new one. I don't really see her a lot. It's very rare that I see them. I really do. I know as bad as that sounds, I don't really see her a lot. You know? I don't really see her a lot. I only see her like here and there. Well, there's Miss Janet. Hola, hola. They want to know what you name your birds, Miss Janet. What did you name your bird? Rupert? Mauricio? Roberto? I got it. Solovino. I don't know. Tell us what you name your bird, Miss Janet. Miss Kathy Balls, how are you? That sounds like a good beat. ¿Verdad que sí, Marie? What glue do you use? It's just Elmer's glue, Rita. Just Elmer's glue. Just Elmer's glue. What you would use for like what you would use in school. Elmer's glue. It's just in that little cute bottle. This bottle just helps you get that right amount of glue. It's just like that little tiny drop. That's the only thing about it. It just gives you that precise poopy poop of glue that you need. Ah, La Pebbles. Oh, there you go. She called the name. She called the bird Pebbles. There he goes. Talking about pebbles. I love Fruity Pebbles. All right, here we go. We're going to put more, okay? I love Fruity Pebbles. And like I said, the whole point, you're very welcome. The whole point of this is the more layers you're putting on, the little center hole is getting smaller and smaller. And that's how you're creating the little flower bud. Okay? You can use hot glue. I would not do hot glue. It is just going to get messy. Trust me, it will get messy. And there's going to be glue webs all over the place. Miss Janet, thank you for those 20 stars. There's going to be glue webs all over the place. You don't want that. You don't want glue webs all over the place. Thank you, Miss Janet, for those 20 stars. Thank you. All right. And then we're going to... I could sit here and make flowers all day long. El Tweety Bird. No. Oh, we sure did, didn't we? We sure did. Look at see, I can't even think straight. We sure did. I actually don't see Miss Janet unless it's like something like that, like a Super Bowl, like there was a Christmas, Thanksgiving. But like throughout the week, I don't. Jason's the one that spends more time with his mom. I just, that's a prime example. Just football, something like that's major, because I'm always working. On Saturdays, before, they would go in thrift shop. I would go to Plano and get my boxes, But now, since we have sales on Saturdays, then Fridays, I try to get as much as I can on Fridays. That way, Saturday, everything is done. But in this case, because tomorrow is my sale, then I gotta hustle tonight. That way, I don't want to be in a rush tomorrow, and I can spend a little bit more time with you guys during the day, as opposed to not working. What is the size of the glass? What is the size of the glass? Let's see. 3-inch diameter. 3-inch. It could work with other ones. I would not just go, I mean, even a coffee cup, like a regular generic coffee cup would work. Now, this one obviously is not going to work, but because it's got that, it should work. No, it won't work. I wouldn't use a coffee cup. If you have just a regular glass, would work. One of these would also work as well. This is just the disposable cups. It could work as well. So this is not a special cup. It's not a special cup, and I will, just try with what you have. That way you don't have to like stress about it. Reminder tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow at 7 p.m. So today I gotta hustle. I don't want to be working the whole day tomorrow. So I probably won't see you as much today, but that means that I get to see you more tomorrow. Because I need to take pictures. I need to, just make sure that each project is looking on point. Make sure everything is good. That way, everything runs smoothly. Everything just runs smoothly. All right, so. All right. And we got here. And then we are almost done. How many did we say? 36. 36 of this. I FaceTime my family as my family is everything, is everywhere else. Yeah, I know. Family's just scattered. This was my idea. This was my idea when it was Christmas time. Remember when I said that we don't buy gifts for Christmas, and I mentioned that the best idea was to probably rent a cabin or something to spend Christmas with the family. But they didn't listen to me. I thought that would have been the best way to do it. Rent a cabin and go out and just spend time with family during Christmas time. That would have been the best idea. To especially like in our case, we're always busy. I'm always busy. There's really no time to see family. Hola Iris, how are you? There's really no time to see family. That would have been the perfect idea for us to just go in and get together in a cabin and then just spend time and get tired of each other. And then go back home. Rosa, hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Miss Joyce, all the way from Missouri. What about doing something special with Jason? We really don't do anything like that. I don't know. We have never done it. I know it's weird. I know it's weird. We're not your typical, I want to say the G word. We're not your typical couple that goes out there and takes pictures and like do it. We've never done it. We've never done it. We are good to just stay home and just order food and stay home. We really don't like all that going out and like reserving tables and having a 30-minute wait because everybody's trying to get there for Valentine's and this and that. We don't. I don't like that. He doesn't like it, and I'm like, let's just stay home. It's just a regular night. But I will tell you, if I use a small cup, will the flower come out too? If you use a smaller cup with this, gotta remember, you cannot have a smaller hole because this may be too big to fit it in. You gotta have room to at least be able to fold it in. You gotta have room for at least to be able to fold it in. Okay, so always keep that in mind. You gotta have room for this, for you to do this. If it's smaller, then it may just look a little bit weird. I don't have anything smaller, but you could try it. Okay, I'm not saying you can't. So yeah, we did go last year. We did go to a sports bar, and that's because they had good chicken fried steak, and we went and we got like a big old plate with like 2 chicken fried steaks, mashed potato, corn. I forgot what else. Macaroni and cheese. It was so good. Okay, so Miss Janet, fold the papers, Manny. And that's all we did. And we came back home. Boom. I just dropped like a sack of potatoes on the couch and passed out for like 2, almost 3 hours because it was that good. It was that good. And that's what we did. We didn't. And it was really a last minute thing. So it wasn't like it was planned. I was just like, you want to just go and eat and then we'll come home. And then we kind of both hesitated to go, and then we're like, let's just go and get it over with. That's what we said, and get it over with. We're not that typical couples that go out there and takes their fancy pictures next with their champagne bottle and this and that and everybody's business, and we don't do that. We don't do that. But by all means, y'all knock y'all socks off. Use this, exactly, use the smaller cutter. Use the smaller cutter, Nada, the little baby one. This one, mira. You can grab the smaller one. You can use the smaller one. Now you guys are going to make me unorganize all of my organization. You can use the smaller one. See, this is a little one right here, but it's the same one. It's just a smaller little, pattern. See that? It's just a smaller one. This is a 3.5 inch, and this is a 2.5 inch. But they're both scallop cutters, okay? They're both the same price, and they're both on my Amazon must-haves. Or, we should try this one. You want to try this one? You want to try this one? This one's just a regular circle. This one Jackie got for me. You want to try this one? This one's just a circle. Círculo. Círculo, Jesús. Hola, hola. We're almost done with this one. We're almost done with this one. Miss Sharon, you just stay home. We just stay home, honestly. And now we're all far away from town, so I think I might just head over and get that taco thing. I'm gonna do. All right, here we go. Are you ready to do this? Iba a ver la pelea de Cel y me ofreció. La pelea de Cel. Vámonos. Look. Look at this lavender one. Look at that lavender one. You see how you used the first layers that you start putting in, it creates that bud inside of it. Now we have a red one. Now we have a lavender one. And now we have a pink one. Okay, one. So let's do one of the ones with the round cutter. Okay. Let's do a red one. Melissa, hola. How do you remember that? I remember, Jackie. All right, here we go. Let's put this one away. How many are we gonna put on this one? We're gonna put 6, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's 5. We'll work with 5, okay? Miss Sharon, Miss Roxanne, how are you? Let's try with 5. It's gonna work. I always do it this way, I'm telling you, because I just feel like if you do it this way, you can see where you're actually punching your hole without overlapping it. Okay. Now this one right here, it will allow you you can use the smaller one. So don't throw this one away, because you can still get a good chunk of paper through here. So never throw it away. Never throw it away just because you're like, I'm done with the pieces. I don't use it anymore. Gotta remember, paper is not cheap. So you gotta go in here and you gotta go and cut yourself some pieces. Okay, so you got to reuse what you already have. And you get yourself more. Little baby ones. Okay, so never throw your paper away. If you see that you can reuse things, then by all means reuse it. And here I am again. Okay, here, let's continue. Just a little tip for you guys. Let me do these really quick. And my table was looking all nice and pretty, and now it just looks like a flower tornado hit it. Flower tornado. Thank you, Miss Emily. All right, here we go. This one is very, very sharp. We're going to keep these for later. And then we're going to do the last one. I want to see how this one will come out. I'm sure it will come out the same but it will be slightly different because it doesn't, let's do one more, because it doesn't have the scallops. Home, no school, there you go, Miss Carol. Then you can surely do this little project with your kids. Get that piece of paper. You can surely make the project with your kids at school. What do you teach, Miss Carol? What do you teach? You know what my favorite, for some reason, aside from art, I loved history class, even though if you ask me for dates, I don't know anything about dates or anything like that. The reason I liked history class was because they would let us watch documentaries, like the Civil War documentaries, like all those movies that they would show about wars and everything. I don't know, something about watching those documentaries always just made me feel like in a safe place. Not in a safe place, but like it was just like relaxed. I don't know. Miss Janet, have a great day. All right, here we go. We're gonna do the same thing, okay? Let's see how this one turns. You'll probably need more papers for this. I have a feeling that you'll probably need more for these. The reason for it, because it's a smaller circle. But we shall see how this turns out, okay? But it's the same process. Oh, you're a crossing guard. Miss Carol, there we go. Well, you can try these at home for yourself. You can try this at home for yourself, you know? All right, so same process. It's just a smaller circle, and it doesn't have the scalloped edging, okay? So if you have one of these, then use it. I know these paper cutters, they're more for scrapbooking. Believe it or not, they are used more for scrapbooking, to cut out the pieces of paper with the pretty print and make little taggy tags and stuff like that. This was not, I somehow was able to make it work for me. Use that as my pedals, stuff like that. But this was intentionally, these are used for scrapbooking, if you did not know that. A lot of people that have scrapbook pages, they use a lot of these. Because I've seen them, but I just made mine work for my flowers. I promise you. I'm telling you. The universe had a plan for me, and this was it. This was it. Alright, so I think this one is probably going to look a little bit more like an actual rose, because it doesn't have the scallop cutter. I'm still here just having to do some paperwork. It's okay, Miss Donna. It's alright. I'm going to continue. And we continue. And then we're just going and going and going, okay? Okay, I'm going to continue. And I have a feeling this one is going to look a little bit different, okay? Annette, hola, hola, how are you? Would a smaller cup work for smaller flowers, or what that? I don't know, Miss Vicky. I wouldn't be able to tell you yes or no. I'd have to try it first for me to tell you. Yeah, it'll work. No, it won't work. I'd have to try it myself. See if it works. The way that I'm looking at this right now, the opening of the cup is what makes, here, I think I just deciphered it, okay? Where I get confused is if you're using a smaller size, wouldn't you use smaller glass than if obviously, if you use that, if you're gonna cut these, you're not gonna start putting them on this one. Oh, can you imagine how long that would take you? It would not work because the opening is too big. If you grab that, maybe I wouldn't necessarily say a shot glass. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I have something here. Mira, these right here too could work. These are from Dollar Tree. You know these cups from the Dollar Tree? The little champagne looking ones? You could use these for these right here. This would probably work better for you. Right here. These would work better for you. So, the smaller the cup opening, then obviously the smaller the paper pattern, okay? So if you use a smaller cup and then you use this, it could work and you'll just finish your piece a lot quicker. You'll just finish your piece a lot quicker, but it will look weird. I would go with the smaller glass and smaller cutouts. I'm just calling this a regular glass with your regular size piece, okay? You could use smaller mason. There you go. So I guess you can experiment the sizes of the cup with your cutouts. I didn't have time to study this. I honestly did not have time to study this. I literally I was making my coffee. I saw the reel, and you know reels are like, what, 15 seconds? Like, it was really quick. But I'm a fast learner. So when I saw circles and a cup, and I was like, well, that seems easy to do. Boom. Now we're here. As I was making my coffee, as the coffee pot was brewing the coffee, I was over here cutting. So I was multitasking. So I was over here cutting my sheets of my paper punches. And I was like, oh, we're making a rose in just a minute. That would be a smaller flower. Exactly. I'm like, we're going to be making a flower in just a minute. And here we are. All right, continue. Okay. And we continue, and we continue. And we're going to have a pretty rose. Exactly, said Miss Debbie. Hola, Miss Sandy. How are you? Sandy, thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. Just like always, guys, share this live video to your friends and family. It helps grow the page as much time you guys share. Okay? Look, this is what we got. See the inside? It's getting closer. It's closing up on us. You want to make sure the hole is closed. You got to make sure it's closed. That's what's going to create that little rosebud. Okay? Now I'm just placing them, and then I'm just pushing in. Just pretty much over the rim. See that? It's just over the rim. And then we're just rotating it. And I'm just placing glue right here. Just to keep that next layer. And then all you're doing is placing it over. And then pushing. You gotta give it a little gentle push. And then just go over it and rotate it and continue. The reason we're putting the glue in here is to keep all of this layer and the bottom layers together. That way, everything is just together. So when you pull it out, it doesn't fall on you. And you have this. This one, I have a feeling this one is going to look prettier. The reason I say that is because it's the shapes are circular. They're not scallopy-ish. When you're folding down the cup, are you folding right in the middle? Right in the middle. Mira, there's nothing here. I'll show you. There's no trick. There's no trick. You're just placing this on here. Like that is all I'm doing. Just pushing in. And I'm pushing in to give it the shape of our cup. So that's it. The rim of the cup is what's giving you that rounder fold in here. So you pretty much do all of that. So as you put it on, you press, and I just go around the rim. just to make sure that I have that. I'm kind of scoring the sheets of paper as we're bringing them down. Okay, see that? And continue. Obviously, you do have to hold it, and then you continue with, and you don't have to put a lot of glue. You really don't have to put a lot of glue. You just gotta make sure that you're pushing it. You're pushing it. That way, it holds its shape. That's it. It's really simple. Yes, in the middle it says Ruth Cooper. Just like that. And then we're getting close. See that? We're getting close. That's what you really want. You want to make sure that it's all nicely covered. You want to make sure you create that little bud in the center. And you close that little gap. Not little gap. And then we're almost there. I have 3 more to put, and that's it. Now, to cover the center, if you need to put extra layers, then by all means do it. You got to remember that this top piece is the bottom side. So what you're really focusing, it looks like a mushroom. Lolita, we're making mushrooms. I don't get notified anymore, Lolita. You got an iPhone, right, Lolita? Lolita, you gotta do this right now, live. You gotta tap your screen. You're gonna see the following button on your lower right-hand side of your screen. Click the following button. You're gonna have a little screen that pops up or comes down, and you're gonna have 4 different options. I believe the first one says all live notifications, and then it says favorite, I think, and then it says suggested notifications and unfollow. You gotta make sure it's in the blue dot is in the first one. All live notifications, okay? That's what you gotta do. Oh. I promise you, if you follow my steps, you're gonna get notified. I promise you, Lolita. All right, and then that's it. This was our last one. And then it's time to, oh my God, this one is going to look a lot prettier. I had a feeling it will. Manny, how do you get this out? This one is gonna look a lot prettier because it doesn't have the, you see the difference? I guess we can call this a peony flower. But it looks like a rose, but this one looks more like a rose because it doesn't have the scallop cutter edging. It has more of the rounder. So the rounder paper cutter will give you that rose effect. So look at that. So we did roses using our scallop cutter and our round cutter. Okay, so this is what you can do. Simple as that, Miss Yvonne. Simple as that. This coffee with Manny turned out into a little flower making tutorial. They look very realistic. And once I spray paint them, it's going to look nice, everybody. They're going to look nice. So I hope you enjoyed this little quick video. This was not planned. Honestly, it was not planned. I was just trying to make coffee. I was just trying to see if they would turn out like the persons in the reel. It turned out, and it did. So it did turn out good for me. So you don't get notified. Try what I just told you, Lolita. I promise you, it's going to work. I promise you. What Facebook does, if you were like one of the ones that got notified all the time, it takes you from all your live notifications. It puts you back on default. When I say default, it's like they'll decide when they put the notification. It's like a hit and miss. But if you click all live notifications, you are guaranteed you're gonna get notified. That's how I have the Gnarly Toy Box. I get notified all the time. When I when you see me, I don't know if you've ever been to an Gnarly Toy Box, but I'm always the first one because my notification pops down, and it works for me all the time. All right, everybody, I'm gonna let you guys go. Today we'll be busy. Tomorrow is it's sale. It's a sale day. Tomorrow is a sale day. So I will see you tomorrow for sure. I mean, later on for sure, but I gotta get busy. And then tomorrow we'll do new arrivals, okay? Sometime during the day, I will hop on with you for new arrivals. So I'll be ready for it, okay? But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoyed this little quick tip. Look at that, we just made roses. Big rosettes, okay? Using your paper cutters and a glass cup. Salud. You all have a fantastic day, afternoon. But I will be seeing you guys very, very, very soon, okay? Like always,